And if you want to see him again, you know.
His pupils are so large. That's mental. He is looking at Castiel in his defense.
All right, grab holy water, devil's trap bullets, angel blades, because whatever we're walking into...
It's gonna suck.
Exactly. Maggie, you're with Bobby. Mom, you're with me.
I'm coming too. I know I'm not as strong as I used to be, but I can help. I have to.
Listen, kid.
Okay. Grab your gear.
Sam.
I have thoughts on this. I hope I remember to touch upon it at the end. Because I'm feeling like he's trying to treat Jack how he wanted to be treated. Maybe he felt like... Because in that scenario, Dean would have said no.
Why are you using me as bait?
I mean, it's kind of what you're for, isn't it?
Shut up.
And I need something from Sam Winchester.
You really think that he's gonna make a deal with you?
He's dealt with worse. You see, recently, I had a revelation. And I realized exactly what I wanted.
And what is it?
Be on the throne or some
Everything.
And how is Sam gonna help with that? What?
Sam, it's gonna be fine.
Stop saying that, please.
What?
It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna find Dean, and...
We are.
You don't know that. Dean's gone. And we have no idea where he is, or if he's even still alive. You know, Michael could have burned him out, or worse, and...
I know. I know he's out there. Scared and alone. I know. I know he might never come back.
Okay, I have a theory.
Never think I don't know that. But I can't...
Allow yourself to think that.
I have to think about the good, Sam.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I will drown in the bad. And for Dean's sake, I can't do that.
For everyone's sake. Right, so my theory is Sister Joe is going to use Angel Radio, talk to Castiel, and then they'll know his whereabouts then. Am I right? Probably not.
A dozen times. Now, things may have changed, but whatever happened, whatever happens, we got your back.
Is Maggie gonna die? Accidentally trying to protect Jack, maybe? It's weird that they pan to her in the back of the car, then, that's all. It's so weird seeing Sam behind the wheel and not Dean being in there at all.
Here.
Demon killing knife. You sure?
Yeah, they'll search me. Save with you. All right. You know what to do.
I love Mary's hair, by the way. They're all just stood there like, do we know what to do? Remind me again. He's so theatrical,
Ladies
this
and
guy.
gentlemen, the great Sam Winchester.
Douche.
I have heard so much about you. You are a damn legend, Sam. An icon. The shoulders, the hair. You are my Beyonce.
Yes. You okay?
Of course he is. I don't damage the merchandise.
He looks pretty damaged to me.
More embarrassed than I am hurt.
You are?
Kipling. Kip.
Mr. Kipling, piss off, yeah? Make some cake somewhere else. We don't want you to...
You see, I told you to come alone, but...
Found them outside.
Oh,
Didn't even
Mary's
put
not
up a
there,
fight.
though.
I'm sorry, Sam. It's fine. You tried. But I'm gonna need a little bit more now, you know, not to eat them. So, Sam, let's make a deal.
What can he want from him? I'm so lost. I'm trying to think what it could possibly be, and I've got nothing. His soul for what? That's the only thing I can think of. Soul. Because that's what it usually is when it comes to demon stuff.
You see, for the first time in a very long time, hell is without a king. And
And what's
that's
that got
just
to do with
not
Sam?
right. So
So you volunteer?
Exactly.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because I want to work with you, Sam. Not against you.
And is that why you took me hostage?
That's exactly why you're still breathing. It gives me a chance to show Sam and friends that I can hurt them, but choose not to. You see, I want the Crowley deal. I give you information, a spot of help every now and again, and in return you choose to turn a blind eye. Or to the Crossroads deals, a demon on demon violence, etc.
We never gave Crowley that deal.
How exciting. And I would be breaking new ground.
All right,
I don't like this.
but you're no Crowley.
No,
I
you're
know
not,
that.
and you never will be.
So do they.
Ouch! Owie! I know that I'm not that poncy son of a bitch.
I'm offended.
Do you think that I like prancing around like this? Please, if I had it my way, I would eat your heart.
He's gonna take Maggie instead.
But a king has an image to maintain. And I'm not afraid of you. But they are.
I love that the demons are feared of the Winchesters. Iconic. Bobby?
So what do you
Mary?
say,
Now would be
darling?
a great time. The knife comes flying through. Straight into the heart. Poof.
No.
Are you sure? Because I know things. All sorts of things.
Yeah,
Like what?
so do I.
Like?
Cass is like, please. That looks sick. That looks sick.
Damn!
Smart.
Yes, Mary. Yes, Mary. Don't mess with Mary Campbell, lad.
Hey!
Esper.
Get away from him.
Oh, bless him.
Take this. You know how to use it?
Stab him with the pointy end?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it works, yeah. Mary! Maggie, please! Nice, Maggie, nice. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. No, Maggie, please. Oh, this is messy. This is messy.
Cool.
Don't mess with Sam motherfucking Winchester.
Enough! There will be no new king of hell. Not today. Not ever.
God, they all just listen to him.
And if anybody wants the job, it can come through me. Understood? So what's it gonna be?
Chills right now? Chills.
Who's that?
Heal yourself, maybe, Cass? What, Sister Joe's gonna talk to you in a sec, so just listen out, yeah?
Yeah, I've been better. I've been worse. You?
I'm just sorry. I should never have gone to those demons.
Cass, I don't blame you.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
If it meant finding Dean, I'd
Do anything.
work with... I'd do anything.
I'm not gonna cry today. I'm not gonna cry today.
Before, when I had my powers, I could have done something.
Jay. You don't. You don't have your powers. And your grace should regenerate in time. But until then...
Okay.
I'm useless.
So it's a slow building thing like Gabriel's.
I can't do anything. I don't have anything.
You have family, Jack. You have so much.
That's just not true.
You have your intelligence.
You got me. You have all of us. You have your family. And we are going to find Dean, and we are going to beat Michael, and we're going to do it together. Because that's what we do.
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm confused. Does Cass have powers still? Is there a reason he couldn't heal Jack then? Being an idiot, aren't I, again? And I've missed something. Never a good sign. This is going to be Michael.
Hello?
Sam?
Oh no, it's Sister Joe.
Joe?
So Angel Radio is
Yeah.
not a thing.
We have a problem.
Has it gone down due to like numbers dwindling and stuff? I was very close.
You don't pretend to want to help people or save the world. Your want is pure and simple and clean. And that's why you are worth saving.
Who is
That's
this?
why we are going to work so well together. Because you just want to eat.
A vampire. Okay, so Michael's teaming up with the vamps now. Fun! Okay, as premieres go, real solid. And there's a lot of things that I want to touch upon. First one being Sam, because wow. Wowee. Loving it. I sense the change in him. I feel for him because I know that he's like struggling because Dean's not there and he's got all that like emotional baggage with him. But I've got to say, like, seeing this like new leadership role and strength from him, I'm down. Like, the way that he handled the whole Jack thing, loved it. And like I said very briefly, like, I just want to talk about that because when it comes to like Dean and Sam, I feel like Sam has always felt very, what's the word? Like, not shut down, but sort of controlled and I want to say under the thumb in a way, because like Dean just wants to protect him. He is his big brother and he feels like he has that role, like I must protect my little brother. Like that's his whole purpose in life and his main focus. So when it came to Sam, when Sam wanted to like be his own person and step up and help, sometimes he felt a little squashed during those times. So I'm wondering if maybe because of that he's trying to just act in a different way when it comes to Jack and his leadership role there. Because he wants Jack to feel as though he's helping and he has that choice, that different route in life and purpose. And I agree with it. I do agree with it. It was scary and I totally understand where Dean's coming from because Dean's very protecting and he knows that he can handle himself, but he cannot trust that others won't get hurt in the process. So I totally understand where Dean's coming from. So please don't think that I'm getting at Dean in any way. It's more so just a difference of leadership role, and not one is right and not one is wrong, but they both have positives and negatives to them. So like in Dean's regard, it's very more people are likely to be safe, but in Sam's regard, the person, like the individuals, it's more of like an inner thing, like a self confidence, like a growth process type thing. I hope I'm making sense here. I apologize if I'm not, but I'm trying to get out my thoughts as best I can. I'm not good at this. Why do I do this again? I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments anyway, probably a better way of describing that. When it comes to Sam's progression, I feel like it's been sort of slow building in season 13, but it's gone up so much in just one episode. Like, one episode and I just feel like Sam is just incredible. Incredible. I think Jared is playing it really well as well. Love the new look, by the way, Jared. I'm down. And I think that the way he spoke to Mary as well was another nice moment. It was tense, don't get me wrong, but it was realistic, because when you feel comfortable enough with a family member or like in a relationship or whatever, it can sometimes be harder to say what's on your mind. And we saw that with Sam. Like, he tried so hard to just be like, I'm fine. But then everyone has their own breaking points, and in the car was his. And I think because it was just the two of them and it was a more intimate moment, he felt he could really say like, no, don't say that. Like, I'm not feeling the same way as you. And then Mary's really quick response with her honesty, where it was like, I have to do this. Like, I'm not solely doing it because I know I'm doing it to keep on going. And it was a very relatable to season 13 episode where Sam was doing the same to Dean about Mary. It's just so good, this show. It's so good. And let's talk about Cass as well. His love for Dean, literally, as soon as Dean is in trouble, he will do anything. It's a totally different vibe that we get. Like, when he was talking to the demon, and as soon as he mentioned what he wanted and with Dean and stuff, his whole demeanor changed. And I love it. I love it so much. And I agree with his conversation with Jack as well. Like, they will find a way. They will find Dean. They'll do it as a family. And it's just so good. Jack as well, while we're on the topic, I feel for him. I really do, because coming from someone that was so powerful, like, he could literally just hold people still in this like golden globe of energy, to then just being your average kid, like, that's gonna suck so hard, especially when you were just learning those gifts as well. Everything was new anyway, and then whoop, you've got none of that now, and you've got to be real patient because it's gonna take time to get that power back. It's just brutal. I feel for him, like, getting smacked and stuff as well, and he's trying to train. He's doing his best. He's doing what he can. But yeah, he's struggling a lot. I hope that this will grow him as a person as well, because sometimes with power obviously comes responsibility, but it can also build an ego. And I mean that like in every sense of the term as well. Like, it doesn't have to be physical power like how Jack's is, just like power in general, like even with humans. Because when you get that taste of power, sometimes it can just go to your head, and you become reliant on that power, and you lose a sense of humanity, and you don't become as grounded. And I'm hoping that will happen with Jack now, because he doesn't have those powers. We will grow on that more emotional and stable side of him, which will be really nice, because it's basically molding like the perfect being, isn't it? Because they're not going to be drunk on power. They will really appreciate the power that they have when it comes back, as well as they will really understand what it's like to be a human, because he is in this moment. He can't do anything. He is a human in this moment. So he will then become more relatable to the other humans, and empathetic when those powers return and he looks at other humans. And I'm rambling, but I just think it was a key point. I do love the fact that we have the people from the other world in this world now, and they're just cracking on. Like, it feels as though Bobby never left. Like, it feels like our Bobby. And I know that it's not. I do know that, but it just sort of feels that way. Like, when he said balls, I was just like, that's my boy. I just love it. I just really love it. You guys know I love Jim Beaver as well, and Bobby was and will forever be my ultimate favourite when it comes to Supernatural, and to have a version of him back on the show, just, it's great. It's really great. Seeing Lucifer, well, not Lucifer, but what was his name? Mick? I think it was Mick, right? No, it can't be Mick, because we had a Mick, didn't we? You guys know who I mean. The host, anyway, of Lucifer. When I first saw him, I was like, nah, it's a no. It's a no for me, firm no, don't like it. I thought that whole Lucifer thing was put in the past, blah, blah, blah. I spoke way too soon, so I apologise, because it's not him, so Lucifer has indeed gone, but we still have the host here. Whether that'll become like a regular thing, I'm assuming it won't be, because he won't really have much purpose. So he doesn't really know anything about Michael. So maybe just let him go live his life, and if anything comes up where you need to know how Lucifer would have thought, etc., just, you all right, lad? Just checking in about your brother, blah 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 blah. So that's what I'm assuming is going to happen, but he's still in the bunker right now, so we'll see another episode of him where he'll go off on his own, unless they kill him off, which again is another possibility. He has no powers now. But yeah, I loved that. Seeing Michael Dean was fantastic. Like, again, the Peaky Blinders look, oof, I'm all for it. And seeing Jensen versus Daniil in a scene together, it was just incredible. Like, the professionalism on these guys, amazing, absolutely amazing. And again, you could see the chemistry there between Michael and Sister Joe. Love that. But it wasn't like chemistry as in, I'm going to tear your clothes off type of thing. It was chemistry as in, you could see her fear and worry when it came to Michael's presence and how he made her feel, etc. And like I predicted, she was going to inform the boys, well, Sam, I thought Castiel, with what Michael was planning. But I can't trust Sister Joe yet, because she's very like independent thinking. I'm going to do what works for me in this moment. I have no loyalty, so she does make me nervous with that, and I'm hoping that Sam will be cautious of that as well if they choose to follow her lead, I guess, because they do know what she's like. They've experienced it before. But yeah, it's such a good episode, and I'm hoping that this season is a good one. Don't let me down, Supernatural. Don't let me down. I'm sure you won't. But I hope you guys enjoyed my introduction to season 14, and if you did, please give this video a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you would like to. But as always, there's no pressure here, but I'd love to have you. I have a Patreon where I have exclusive and extended videos over there, so click on the link below to come and join the family, and it just supports this channel, it supports the content massively. So if you want to keep seeing these videos, head on over to my Patreon and show it some love. I also stream on Twitch every Friday and Saturday, sometimes more, and it's a great community there as well, and it's slowly growing now, so I'd love to see you over there. And if you want to ask me any questions, Twitch is probably the best place to go, because I can always follow the live chat and answer anything that you want to know, within reason. Don't make it creepy. And I'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.